Hi guys, this is Ms.Hong. Today's May 21st, Thursday. You know what? Today is the last day of the week, right? We're off from tomorrow to next Monday. So we have 4 days of break. And you just took a test yesterday. So we're just learning something new. Alright, but it's like not new. It's like a little more than before. So guys, we are going back to the function, alright, quadratic function, because it's all connected. You will see at the end. I'm gonna like show all the connection. Alright, so look at this one, guys. So first, review. So let's review. Do you remember quadratic function? It's like parabola. It looks like this or that. And we found like a vertex, like something like that, right? So that was quadratic function. And highest powers, second power. So you always have something x squared, right? That was the quadratic function. And vertex form. So your vertex form that looks like this. Like something like that, right? So that was your vertex form. And standard form, that is ax squared plus bx plus c. That was the standard form, right? So we learned about how to convert from standard form to the vertex form. So we did that one, negative b over 2a, right? So we did that one. And axis of symmetry, so that's from the standard form, that is negative b over 2a, or from the vertex form, this is your axis of symmetry, right? H is your axis of symmetry, and opens up or down, that is, we can get it from A. If A is positive, opens up. A is negative, then opens down, right? And maximum, minimum, depends on the shape. So if you have opens up, then you get minimum. If you get opens down, then you get maximum, right? So we did this one too. So your y value of the vertex will be your maximum or minimum, okay? And domain and range. Domain is always, that's all real number, and the ranges depends on the graph, right? So if it is opens up, then range is greater than or equal to the minimum. If the graph is opens down, then the range is less than or equal to the maximum, right? It depends on the graph. We did that one too. And the vertex, from the vertex form, vertex will be h, k, right? And from the standard form, your vertex will be negative b over 2a, comma, whatever. You put this number into the function, then you will get a number for this, right? So that is the vertex. And intercepts. So intercepts means whenever the graph crosses x-axis or y-axis. So when you get this graph, then that is your y-intercept, and these will be your x-intercept. So to get the y-intercept, that is on the y-axis, right? So what your x is? 0. So to get y-intercept, you put 0 into x, then you get your y-intercept. And to get your x-intercepts, then what? That's opposite. So you put 0 into y, right? And then you can get the value. But we will do something more about this one, all right? Okay, and you know what, guys, this is the major thing. So far we did a vertex form and standard form, right? You will learn one more form today. It says what? Intercept form. Okay, it's intercept form, and actually that is x-intercept form. Or in other words, we can call that factor form. That's fine. So we learned about factor, right? So from the quadratic expression, you know how to factor the trinomial, right? And then when you factor the trinomial, then that looks like this, right? You know that looks like that. So we will graph from this kind of form, Alright, so here's the properties. So because f of p and f of q equals 0, so that means, guys, think about it. If I put p into x, if I put p into x like that, then what happened, guys? Then that is a times p minus p, 0 times p minus q, right? When I put p, then you get this. So you have a product including 0, then that's always 0, right? So when you put p, you get 0. That means your y value is 0, so that means p is your x-intercept. Same way, q is your x-intercept. So this case, you get two x-intercepts, which is p and q. So do you see this? You have minus here, minus p minus q. So take opposite sign. Opposite sign. So think about it. When you get the vertex, guys, when you get the vertex, we did the opposite sign. So I'm talking about this, an example, like y equals x minus 2 squared plus 5. Then your vertex was 2, 5, right? Not negative 2, 5. We changed the sign, right? So simply you can think, oh, if I'm getting a number from the parentheses, I always change the sign. Just remember like that, all right? So from here, do you see the parentheses, right? This is not the vertex because it's not in perfect form. It's not in square. So this is not a vertex, but we call that's x-intercept. So you get the number from the parentheses, which is p, right? From here you get q. So p, q, those are what? Your x-intercept. Look. In the graph, you see p over here, q over here. So you just plot 2 points on the x-axis. Okay, then that is your vertex. All right, and I'm gonna use a number, so that's like easier to understand. So let's look at this. Guided practice 1. Look, is that opens up or down? It opens up because look at your A. That's positive, right? So positive, so that opens up. And x-intercepts. So we can get the x-intercept, guys. What did I say? We just find opposite number. So plus 3, so what? Negative 3, right? Opposite number. And minus 1, so what? Positive 1. So these two are your x-intercepts. So you can just have, don't put the parentheses for that. If you want to put the parentheses, then you can do this. Negative 3, 0, and 1, 0. You can do this. If you want to put the parentheses, you can do that. Or you can just say it, x-intercepts are negative 3 and 1. Alright? And the y-intercept, then to get a y-intercept, we put 0 into x. So you put 0 into x. So let me rewrite it. So 2, you don't have to FOIL that. 0 plus 3, 0 minus 1, like that. Then you know that is 2 times 3 times negative 1, which is negative 6. Right? And we need to get the axis of symmetry of vertex maximum minimum. You know, these are like one set, right? If you know this, you can get vertex. If you know vertex, you can get maximum minimum, right? But hold on, let me plot these 2 points first. All right, so my point will be negative 3 and 1, right? And guys, you know what? Quadratic functions always what? That's symmetric, right? Over the axis of symmetry. That's symmetric, right? That means if you have a vertex here and you draw a line, then from these 2 points, it's always same. This is the same value, right? Then think about it. Your axis of symmetry, that's like somewhere in the middle, right? And these 2 points, y values are both zeros, right? So you know, like roughly, I'm gonna graph the parabola roughly, because that opens up, and these are my two x-intercepts, then actually if I draw a parabola, then it looks like this, right? That's supposed to be like that. Then where is your axis of symmetry, guys? Your axis of symmetry is in the middle, right? That's supposed to be in the middle, so that the graph is symmetric over the axis of symmetry, right? Here what? Look, my x-intercepts, that was -3 and 1, and you know, -1 is in the middle, right? So axis of symmetry is x equals -1. Okay, so axis of symmetry, that is x equals -1. We can get axis of symmetry like that, but as a number, what if like graph is not exact, right? What if the graph is not exact? Then we cannot get the answers, exact answers. So come on. So you know what? Algebraically, we get axis of symmetry like that. So look at this. So what do? You add divided by 2, because we are getting midpoint, right? We are getting midpoint. So you add your x values and divide it by 2. So let's look at this. Then let me try this. So my two x values, -3 and 1, right? So you do -3 plus 1 over 2. Then that is -2 over 2, which is -1. Okay. So anyway, we got axis of symmetry, which is -1. Let me delete this. And then we want to find the vertex, right? We want to find the vertex. Then what? We know axis of symmetry, which is -1. So to get my vertex, you put it back, right? Let's put it back here. 2 and -1 plus 3. -1 minus 1, like that. You put it back, then you get 2 times. And -1 plus 3, which is 2 times. -1, -1. -2, so will be -8. -1, -8. Right? So this is your vertex. So, do I get maximum or minimum? We get minimum because the graph opens up. So I get minimum, and my minimum value is -8. Right? My minimum value is -8. Because it's same as your y-coordinate of the vertex, right? And my domain, because that's quadratic function, all real number, and my range. Graph looks like that, and this is -8. So all the graph is above -8. So we say y is greater than or equal to -8. Okay? And I'm gonna sketch my graph again, because that was rough. So let me do it again. So my x-intercepts, that's -3, 1, and my y-intercept, that was -6, right? That was my y-intercept, and my vertex, which is -1, -8, right? So you know what? You just connect like this, like that. Then you get your graph. Okay, so we're doing this one, guys. So on my second video, I'm gonna show 2 more examples. If you get it how to do it, then like it's optional, but probably you need more practice, cause on Monday you need to do it by yourself. All right, so let's see you on second video. And also I'm gonna talk about our lesson quiz on second video, so you need to watch it anyway. See you later.